from last year's 3.4 that had Caitlin Clark. But that wasn't the story. We knew it would be down. The story was, even without Caitlin Clark, it was the second highest rated WNBA All-Star game ever, and that is a huge point of distinction. Two things are clear. If Caitlin Clark plays in the All-Star game, it will set records. But now, because of her popularity, even if she doesn't, it will break records and be the second highest ever, only beaten by the time she played in it. And that matters. That's why the women, despite you guys not liking the T-shirts they wore, pay us, you owe us, that's why the women have the leverage. And this is what Tiger Woods did to the PGA Tour. Yes, Tiger made the most money, but he raised the purses in all tournaments and made a lot of people rich. That was the key.
Yeah. To me, it's both stories. It's not just one or the other. I mean, the fact that it was still the second most viewed All-Star game is because of Caitlin Clark. But with Caitlin Clark not playing, it still dropped essentially like a third of the viewers. I mean, probably more than that, because last year it was 3.4. You would imagine that it would have gone up to like, it's not really that hard to assume that it would have been like 4 million or so. That's just, you're going to see growth, right? So you would have probably assumed that it could have been 4, maybe even higher. So you essentially saw another 50% reduction in views. And that's massive. That's massive. But it shows you the depth of Caitlin Clark's impact and just how massive it really is. Because not only is every time she plays, she's setting records on the court, but then also viewing records, so I guess like off the court, so to speak. But even when she's not playing, she has still raised the floor so much. We talk about raising the bar. The bar is usually typically seen as like the ceiling of like how high things can go. What Caitlin Clark has done is she's raised the floor. Before, the floor was deep enough where these women were not having their head above the water. Okay? And when she got into the pool, she took up so much that the water just kind of got down a little bit. And now it's like, finally these girls can breathe. But what she's doing is she's raising the floor right now. So that even when she gets out of the pool, boom, there's still air to breathe. And so what Caitlin Clark is doing is, this is why I keep saying this. What she's doing is having such a massive impact. And this is more proof where I said that Caitlin Clark brings in all the fans, brings it in. And yes, people are mainly focused on Caitlin, but they're still going to watch other games. They're still going to grow and evolve and become fans of the sport, of other teams, of other women, coaches, whatever. That's how this works. You typically get introduced to the league, to a player via one team, one player. And then over time, the more you learn, the more you grow, the more you mature as a fan, you start to watch and like other things beyond just the one person. Even if that one person, like Caitlin Clark, obviously in this instance, is your main focus and your favorite player. Like, that's how this works. And so the fact that these women still kind of fight and push back against that, to me, will always be the most ridiculous thing. It really will be. And it's why the WNBA clearly has to do a better job of protecting this woman. And by protecting her, you're not playing favoritism. You're, one, making the only business decision to make. And two, you just have to officiate the games fairly. That's all you have to do. You just have to do your job. Just do your job. How amazing is it if I told you that all you do is just have to do your job? I'm not asking you to do anything else. I'm not asking you to do anything beyond what you've already been asked to do in years past. Whatever your job is right now, I'm not asking you to do anything more than that. If you're a painter, if you're a carpenter, if you're a car salesman, insurance salesman, whatever, I'm not asking you to work more. I'm not asking you to work harder. I'm not asking you to learn more skills, go back to school. Not asking you to do anything. It's just do your job regularly, how you've always done it, how you've already been taught how to do it. And I'm gonna just for fun, I'm gonna quadruple your income and quadruple your popularity and quadruple your opportunities to make money outside of work. You don't gotta do anything else. Just do your job. Just do your job. That's all I ask of you. That's all I ask of you. Now, if you don't do your job, then there's going to be problems, and then we can't do it. So just do your job. It's stupid easy. It's so dumbed down. WNBA, just do your job. The WNBA can become such a huge, prominent league in sports. Okay? It could be one of the main leagues. And it's obviously not that now. But it really could be NFL, NBA, and I'd argue the WNBA over Major League Baseball. Like it's got that potential. It really, really, really does. Especially because baseball is such a massive season, and usually people that really like baseball, it's a very specific demographic. Basketball seems to have a little bit more broader appeal in a weird way. It's also a significantly shorter season, especially in the WNBA. So the games matter a lot more. You know, they're in the process of expanding right now, the WNBA. So it's just like you could do that, and even if you're still under baseball, you could still be a massive league here. The popularity could be through the roof. And again, we're talking more about the WNBA than we're talking about the Philadelphia Phillies or the New York Mets. So it's like it's there for the taking. So just do your job. I keep pleading with the WNBA, please just do your job. Do your job. Everybody wants this. Like, that's what this is like. Everyone's just like, no, please. We all want this. We're all asking for this. And think what we're asking you. We're asking you to create and run an awesome women's sports league. Women's basketball. That's what we're asking for. The thing that you've been begging us to be part of. We're all now part of it. You got it. You got our attention. We're here for it. We're watching. We're discussing it. We're talking about it. Caitlin Clark is the gateway to all of that. Don't slam the gate and light the house on fire. Don't do it. The numbers do not lie. And if you were smart enough and you actually officiated appropriately, Caitlin Clark would have been playing. And the All-Star game probably would have hit between 4.5 to 5 million would be my guess. I believe that. Maybe even higher, honestly, which would be just insane. For an All-Star game, All-Star weekends, where people typically just do not care anymore. Seriously, no one cares. And speaking of baseball, which the All-Star game, because they had their All-Star weekend, their All-Star stretch last week or the week before, I forget the exact time frame. I think it was last week. It was down. It was down, I think, from the year before. So this is something that's rising. Please just be smart. We all want it. I read the comments. The people want it. For once, just give the people what they want. It's not that hard. It's been given to you on a silver platter, where you've seen other leagues like the NFL and the NBA show you exactly how to do it. The NBA especially. It's basketball. You're a basketball league, right? You play basketball? I thought so, right? You have a 3-point line and a foul line and officiating. You have playoffs. You have regular, right? It's 5-on-5. You have the NBA that's done it for decades with mega stars. They've shown you the way. Like I keep saying, copy and paste. That's all you got to do. Copy and paste. Check your pride. Get rich. Be part of the movement. Be part of the phenomenon. Set your name in stone. Give the people what they want. It's not that difficult. Those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about Caitlin Clark both simultaneously raising the floor for the WNBA, as well as when she clearly is not playing, clearly takes a dive as well. Pretty fascinating impact. Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here and absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.